Long time coming from the SC, South Carolina, baby. Sometimes it feels like the world is against me, 'cause I'm coming from SC, from heartache and pain, struggle and strain, trying to maintain for the SC. So mama, don't worry, I'ma make my dreams happen.
Hi guys, welcome back to the TheNailJeanieSC. How are you? I hope you are well and your family is doing well. Do me a favor, if you don't mind, if this is your first time visiting the channel, consider subscribing. And if you've been here with me and are returning, I would like to welcome you back. Go ahead and hit that like button for me, guys. It helps out the channel a great deal and help pushes the content out to many more amazing subscribers such as yourself. So guys, in today's set, I am going to be doing a Black History set. I could not let this month get away from me without at least paying homage to Black History Month and what it means to me and what it represents. So guys, I'm going to be using these duct tips that I purchased off of Amazon, and they did come full cover black. So that made it very easy. I did not have to, use any gel polish or anything. All I did was file the shape or taper down the flare a little bit, buff the surface of the nails, and now I'm going in with some Modelones matte top coat in order to get that matte finish so I can do the design. I'm going to be using 3 different candy gels, the red, the golden yellow, and the green in order to create this design, because I love the fact that I have this black background, so I don't have to worry about incorporating the black that actually represents the flag inside of this design. So guys, I've had creator's block for quite some time, and but this design here really stood out for me. I fell in love with it right away, and I just was so happy to be able to get back a little bit of creativity flowing, you know what I'm saying? So I hope you guys enjoyed this set just as much as I enjoyed the final and finished look of this set. If these nails wasn't as long as they are, I would put them on my right hand, and yeah, so I definitely want to recreate the look on a shorter canvas. But yeah, I just had a thought in my mind, and I was like, I need to get this out. And I had already buffed these nails and put them to the side like almost a week and a half, and I could not for the life of me decide what I wanted to do with the set. And I was just laying down, and all of a sudden it came to me what I wanted to do. So when I got up the following day, I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do with this set. I know what I'm going to do now. So actually, I'm so thankful for clarity. So I was able to create again. So guys, thank you for bearing with me. It's been a challenging time. Really, it has been for me and my family. But I appreciate all the love, the support, the prayers that you all give. So guys, I am going to talk a little bit about Black History Month. Okay, so we are going to talk about some of the key things in Black History Month. We're going to talk about the flag and what it represents. And then I'm going to tell you guys about a little bit about my ancestry and the things that I'm learning over the years about my own family and what they brought to the table in order for me to be in the position I am in today. So let's talk about the flag, okay? So the Black History Month flag is a colored flag with equal horizontal bands of red, black, and green. The color symbolizes the struggle for black liberation and the African diaspora. The red symbolizes the blood shed in the fight for black liberation. Black represents the people of black African ancestry. And green symbolizes rich greenery. The flag is also known as the Pan-African flag, Afro-American flag, Black Liberation flag, and the UNIA flag. It was created in 1920 and is sometimes called the Marcus Garvey flag. The flag was meant to represent the political power, pride, and freedom of black Americans. So I wanted to find out, who is Marcus Garvey, right? So I was like, Jeannie, you gotta, it's deeper than, it sometimes goes deeper than what you think, right? So for me, I like to do a little research so I can find out who is who and why. So I'm going to pull up Marcus Garvey and the Pan-African American flag. And it says that Marcus Garvey, let's see, who was he? Okay. So it says Marcus Garvey's Pan-African flag is a tricolor flag with red, black, and green bands. It was created in 1920 to represent the connection between people of African descent. The red represents the blood of black people shed through slavery and subjugation. Black represents the black people's skin color and racial identity and the strength of their community. And the green represents the fertility of the African continent. The purpose of the flag was created in response to racism against African Americans. It also known as the UNI flag, the Afro-American flag, and the Black Liberation flag. The legacy of the flag's color and design have been adopted by black communities to honor their shared heritage and relationship. Many current African national flags include the colors red, black, and green. Countries like Kenya, Malawi, and South Sudan have adopted the red, black, and green colors of the Pan-African flag. The Pan-Africanism is the ideal that people of African descent have common interests and should be unified. It was meant to serve as a marker of freedom, pride, and the political power of black Americans. So I wanted to read a little bit about why he created the flag, what that flag, more in depth of the symbolism of this flag. And I found that interesting. The one thing that I've learned over time and learned this year is that my ancestors, and I'm not sure if this is 3 times or 4 times my great uncle or great grandfather. I would have to really dig into history, right? But I found out this year because I have a cousin who does ancestry, and he looks up our family's ancestors and find out the different, who we are as a people and who are we connected to, right? So I was excited to learn that my ancestors were slaves, And when they were emancipated, or emancipated, my two of my ancestors that was emancipated had a suit brought against them by their slave owner, uh, in regards to some items, and those items was not the suit was of minimum amount. What we would do as or see as lawsuits today is in large amounts, but back in the day, for my ancestors, those were large amounts, whether they were penny amounts or not, like $20 and $30 or $16. That was large amounts to them back in the day. And I found that, to be eye opening, because even when my ancestors were emancipated or freed from slavery, their owners still could not, didn't still want them to survive after, right? They wanted them to, they wanted to do something in order to them from stop them from living their freedom out, right? But my ancestors, of course, paid their fees, or whatever the case may be, fines, fees, whatever you want to call it. They paid it and thrived, right? So I look at my life today and how easy things are, or I feel easier. It's easier for me. It's not easy, but it's easier for me to become a black homeowner. Education came, easy. The pathway was easy for me when it came to my education. The pathway was easy for me when I grew up and wanted to, venture out, start working and have a job. My daughter has never went through dealing with segregation, where she can't be in school with other kids of color, of other colors. So we never, and I have not either. So I always have to pay homage to my ancestors that went through those hard fights and those challenges in order for me to have the life that I have. And I thank them for their strength. I thank them for their love. I thank them for their sacrifice. Because some of my ancestors didn't even make it through. But they sacrificed themselves, knowing that one day, and believing in their hearts, knowing that Christ, our Lord, will bring them through this time, and it'll be something better on the outside. It'll be better for their children's children. Okay. I want to make sure I don't want to offend anyone, but I do want to, explain that, it's their sacrifices, our ancestors' sacrifices, that gives us the freedoms to do these things that we do now. And I got to pay homage to my black ancestry, my family of fighters and strength keepers and walkers before me. And yeah. So when we think of black history, we always refer back to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I have a dream speech, and there is a part in his speech that I love, 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 love. And it's the most memorable part of his speech, right? A lot of people remember that quote, or the quote he gave, which says, "I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men, are created equal. And that's the one thing that stands out for my generation, and that stands out for all of us, that even move forward. That's one of those key factors in his speech. The speech was amazing in itself, learning it over the years and hearing it over the years and learning over time. But those that all men are created equal is that one thing that really sticks out, because of the times we living in now. Is it don't feel that way. It don't always feel that way. And no matter, all of the fight, the hard work that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Did, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, Rosa Parks, and so many amazing fighters did for our country, and fellow men and women who still fighting today for these truths and this justice, and fighting for injustice that's going on in our world today. It's not easy, and I'm sure when we see things not easy for us, it was 10 times harder for them, fighting for inequality and fighting for women's rights to vote and fighting for freedom, just their freedom to just live and live that American dream, right? So I thank my friends all across the world, all colors, creed, and religion and nationality and origin, who come together and show love to each other. Because I'm sure if you dig back into your ancestry, you would not think that you are in the position you in, no matter how you look at it and where you at and what color you are and what's your background, what's your creed, what's your color, any of that, right? What's your religion, any of that. You wouldn't think you would be in the position you in now, right? So I remember a time when I was growing up, even throughout my high school years, and I graduated in 95. And there still were Klan members marching and parading and doing their parades in my area where I grew up. And then it was, for me at that moment, in that time, it was like, will things ever change? But fear was not there. And what I mean by that is I've seen, read the history books. I have seen the stories and the movies where fear set in for our ancestors, especially when when it comes to the Ku Klux Klan members, right? And at that time when I saw it, fear did not sit in for me. And I guess it's because I was not expected to go through that time. I didn't fully quite, I did understand, but I didn't fully quite get it. I didn't fully quite get it at that time. But I fully quite get it now. A lot of it is intimidation. But I was happy to, as the years went by, and now that my daughter is in school, I don't see that as much. I'm not sure if it still exists or it's around, but not in the town that when I actually seen it happening and or experienced it or saw the marching and all of that stuff. So it's eye-opening to see where we were, to see how our ancestors brought us through it, to see us see me then and now see me now, and still know that there's still work to be done. There's still things that we need to continue to do. There's still things that we should continue to fight for together. And we are stronger together than we are separated. And there is power in numbers, and there is change can be done for our generation, our kids, and our kids' kids, and our kids' to come. But we have to put in the work, and we have to show love towards each other, and just bring unity about our life. And that, I feel, then we can say the hard work our ancestors put in for will be complete. Right? Will be complete. But you see a lot of changes, throughout life now. So there are positive changes being done, but we also see where we're still stuck in a lot of ways. So, yeah. I just thought I'll share that with you guys, and just pay homage to Black History and the Black History Month with this beautiful set. And if I couldn't do more than one, at least I can get one done. But Black history is represented every day. If you wake up and love who you are and love what God created in you, you celebrate yourself every day as a human, but definitely as an African American man, woman, boy, child, because you are loved. You are beautiful just as you are. And you'll keep doing what you do, and you'll keep loving who you love, and you'll keep surviving and thriving in this world because of who you are. So we have to just keep pushing. All right. So guys, I love how the set turned out. I love that it was just basically, I was thinking about artists and their canvas, right? And I love this little brush. It's actually a acrylic paintbrush. And I love how the brush strokes gave me the design that I was going for, or that was in my head. And for the first time, actually, a set actually that I had in my head actually came to life on a canvas without any changes, without, and to trust the process was there. I mean, it's not a lot in this design, but the design itself makes a statement of its own. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. And if you are here still with me watching and listen to my rambling, drop some red, yellow, and green hearts in the comment section. And I thank you so very much, guys, for all of the love and the support you guys give to me and all creators on this platform. We could not do the things that we do without the support of you guys, and we appreciate it so very much. Alright guys, so I'm going to get out of here, let you guys enjoy the rest of this creation, and I will come back closer to the end of the video. Enjoy. So guys, doing this set, it kind of is relatable to how I do press-ons, custom design press-ons, because I do still take orders for custom press-ons from clients who still, want me to create for them. So I like to add a base coat after I do the nail art or whatever color finish or whatever I'm doing on it. I like to add the base coat on top to seal in the design. And I will run my hands over the design to see if I need to use the buffer to smooth out the surface of the nails. But in this case, today I did not have to use the buffer because the base coat actually smoothed everything out and leveled the nails quite nicely. So there was no need to use the buffer on the surface. But if you ever have to use your buffer on the surface of the nail, make sure you double coat with your base coat gel or whatever gel you use to protect or encapsulate your design. Make sure that you do 2 coats of that before going over the surface and buffing it. And make sure it's cured, and make sure you wipe off that tacky inhibition layer that happens on the with base coat gel prior to going in buffing the surface of the nail. That way you protect the design, because sometimes I find if I just use 1 layer of the base coat gel and I go in to buff the design, I can be a little bit heavy-handed with the buffing, and it start to take some of the color away, and then I have to try to fix it again. So that'll be my tip to you guys if you ever, doing your press-ons and you just learning or, learning about, how to create a nice set of press-ons. Also, what I'm doing here is cleaning up the shape a little bit after I did the base gel over the color. And you always want to do this, it's the same as if you was rocking the nails and putting them on your hands. You always want to crispen up that shape, clean up that shape, make sure that shape is coming through, because when you are creating press-ons and you're using gels to do that, you adding layers and layers of gel, and sometimes that gel can distort the shape of the nail a little bit. So in order to make sure your shaping, make sure the nail stays within, the shape of the nail you want to go and do a little bit of cleaning up around the shaping area. And I'm just using a emery board file. But guys, you can use any file you choose to use, whatever is comfortable for you. You can use any file to do this, but you want to pay attention to make sure that when you're doing it, you're not you just cleaning up the shape. You're not taking too much product off and around the side walls and the free edge of the nails. I love that these nails already came black, so it really didn't affect the artwork or the design. But a lot of times when I do nails, some of my clients like a free edge that looks like the base of the nail, like the base color of the nail. And some of my clients, like when they have Frenchies, they want that color French to be on the free edge of the nail when they look at the nail. So I have to be mindful of which client that I'm doing nails for when I'm doing a press-on set, and how they like their design to be. So that makes me make sure I do extra coats or a extra base coat layer over that at that free edge to seal in that shape. And I do that anyway because you want to seal in your color. You don't want your color to start to peel away from the nails as they wash their hands or do stuff with the nails. So that's an important step as well, is make sure you sealing in those designs all the way around the free edge and on the side walls of the nail, because it's so easy for the gel to start trying to pull away from the nail. And one other thing that can help that is primer on the nail after you do the design, to prime the nail, or prime the nail prior to doing the design so it has that extra grip hold. Also, you're making sure you wiping out those exhibition layers through creating the design. I find that also can help. And yeah, it's just little small nuggets. If I remember other things, I'll share them with you guys. But this is how I like to create, and this is how I like to make sure when my press-ons are going to the client that they're going to be happy. They're going to get a great long wear out of their design. And yeah. Alright guys, so this video is about to come to an end. How do you like these nails? I'm telling you guys, these were my favorite. They just was so simple but yet so gorgeous. And I did add some red cuticle bling around the pointer and the pinky finger. But these nails were absolutely gorgeous. I fell in love with them, and I definitely have to recreate this look. So leave me some comments down in the comment section. Tell me how you like the nails, guys. And I am wishing you all a grand day. Enjoy your day, and I will see you all in my next video. You already know what time it is. The deuces are flying in the air. Poof, the Nail Genie. She's out.